For today's Writing for Wellness exercise, we're going to be looking at writing from another person's perspective, in particular conflict resolution, and how that can play out in a writing exercise is we can use it when we've had an argument with somebody or when we've said something that we didn't mean or acted in a way that wasn't our best selves. We all do it, we all get caught up, we all act in a way that we wish we hadn't. So to explain what I mean a little more, I'm going to create a fictitious scenario. And if I think of two characters, Lizzie and her partner Kate, for example, completely made up, I'm going to come up with a situation that I think we can all probably relate to then. Okay, so Lizzie has cleaned the house all day, top to bottom, dusted, hoovered, done all the laundry. She's absolutely exhausted. Kate, her partner, walks in from work, also exhausted, and the first thing she says to Lizzie is, "Where's my tea?" Now, as you can imagine, Lizzie's not happy with this question and storms off upstairs and slams the door. Neither Kate nor Lizzie speak to each other for the next 24 hours. Now, if we look at this situation, one that we can all relate to, it's not playing out very positively. So if you find yourself in a similar situation where you're angry, you're hurt, you're in the middle of a bit of a conflict situation, what I'd recommend doing is trying this writing exercise. Now, I'm just going to put a disclaimer out there. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a relationship therapist. If you're struggling with your mental health or with your relationship, then you really need to seek the professionals. I'm going to put some information and some links down below, so reach out if you need to. Writing for Wellness is part of a wellbeing toolkit that you can apply alongside other things. It's not a substitute. Okay, so back to the writing exercise. So you find yourself in this difficult situation. What you're able to do is write it down, but what you should do is remove it from you, and by that, write in the third person. So don't say, "I said, where's my tea?" Say, "Michelle said, where's my tea?" And then add in background information to the characters. You can maybe put in bits about their appearance, about the personality, and definitely more information around the situation and potentially why they've acted in that way. So a bit of background information. Now, in order to show you what I mean, I'm going to go and write it down, and then I'm going to come back to you and read it out, and we can discuss it a little bit more. Okay. I've wrote down some more information about the characters Lizzie and Kate, again completely fictional, and I'm not proclaiming this is good writing. I'm just saying that this is how the situation has played out once we put more detail in there. I'll read it to you and we can discuss it. But if you were doing this yourself, this isn't something that you would ever need to share. You could keep it personal, and that could be, you could be the only audience. There's no need to share it if you don't feel comfortable. Okay, so this is what we've got. Lizzie's hair sat in a loose bun on top of her head. Her jogging bottoms and bleached t-shirt were thick with dust. She caught a glimpse of herself in the mirror and thought, glamorous, and then she laughed. It would all be worth it. She couldn't wait to show Kate. Kate hadn't stopped going on about it. for months now. The disorganisation had been keeping her awake at night. Lizzie had taken every one of the 207 books off the shelf, dusted its cover front and back, and all the pages, returning each one individually, in size and alphabetical order. She could see Kate's happy face now. She hoped she'd hurry up and get back soon. Kate sat impatiently in the car. The windows had steamed up. Her eyes felt heavy. They kept trying to close. The traffic hadn't moved an inch for nearly 20 minutes now. This was just the cherry on top of an already rubbish day. She'd woken at 4:30 a.m. and dragged trolleys of heavy suitcases all day, watching happy holiday goers flying off to wonderful holiday destinations. Her shoulders twinged every time she moved, and her muscles seemed to scream. But soon that would be her and Lizzie, flying off and drinking margaritas on a sandy white beach. Just 4 more overtime shifts to go, and after the year they'd both had, a holiday was desperately needed. So as you can see, because these characters are in third person, I'm able to look at both of their situations. I'm able to attribute both of their experiences and their situations equally. And I understand that it would be more difficult to do that if you're in the midst of an argument with somebody, but by making it that third person and adding in details around their experience, it does help, and it does help process what's going on. You could take it a step further and you could have the conversation. You could have dialogue between the two characters, or dialogue between you and the other person in your situation. And you could say what you think they would say in the situation, or say what you hope they would say, or what you hoped you would say. I'd love to know if you've tried this writing exercise and if it's helped. Please contact me or put it in the comments below, because I'd love to hear from you. Thank you. Hi, I'm Michelle Beck. I'm the founder of Writing for Wellness. If you would like to be kept up to date with the latest Writing for Wellness exercises and how it can help you, then like and subscribe. My website and social media handles are down below. If you like what I do and how I do it, then please consider donating. The donate button is also below, as I put out all this social media content for free because I wholeheartedly endorse the benefits of writing for wellness and believe that it should be available and accessible for all.